You're listening to KOUG Radio. Listen live online at KOUGradio.org.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Talk Now, Cry Later with your host, me, Payton Dobson. It's good to be here. I'm glad you're here if you're listening. I feel like I only have one listener and it's literally my mom. Hi, Mom. That's okay. We'll figure that out later. Anyways, so hi. I don't even know where to start, but I guess let's just get right into it. My name is Payton. I am a 22-year-old English major at WCU. So yay. Thanks WCU for this cool opportunity. This is so fun. I'm really nervous right now, but I swear I'm having the time of my life right now. It's having a Baja blast right now. I'm in college. I'm here. This campus is very near and dear to my heart, and I've only been here one semester, so I don't know if I should say that. But it's good being here. I'd like to thank all my cool tech people and like tech managers and like producers and directors. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best. I don't know if I can say your name, so I'm not going to, but I haven't even met like half of them. You guys are great. I love you guys. I want to give you all a big kiss. Anyways, so, this show, it's about mental health. It's supposed to be funny. It wasn't going to be funny at first, but I don't think it can literally make that possible. So you're getting it. We're just going to talk about loose mental health advice, tips, life in general, life in our 20s, life as a young person, whatever you want to call it, life as a person. We're going to have occasional guests. I'm so excited. This is all just a kind of about loose advice, loose mental health topics with a sprinkle of funny, because who doesn't love that? Just a little disclaimer, a couple disclaimers actually. You might hear a little background noise. You might hear some mouse clicks. I might need to pause once in a while because I literally need to take a breath because I've never done this before. So I say a lot. And I say the word like a lot because I am a 22-year-old female, so you're just going to get that. And I'm also nervous, so whatever. But we're going to move past it. It's all good. I guess we'll just start with... oh my gosh. Disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I am not licensed or professional in any way. Trust me. So trust me on that I'm not trustable, I guess. So if you don't want to hear my advice or tips, valid. I get it. You don't have to listen to him. You don't have to even believe him. You can take this whole podcast, this whole show with a grain of salt. Please do. Keep that salt in your back pocket, honestly. And just a little bit of a trigger warning. We are discussing mental health here. And so if you're not comfortable with listening about that, I totally get it. It's not everybody's taste. That's totally fine. So don't listen if you don't want to, or you can't. All good. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I promise. You're totally fine. If you want to be here, I'm glad you're here, and I'm so excited to keep talking to you. This is so fun. All right. I didn't really know what to talk about today because this is my first episode. I don't even know what to call this, but I thought of this topic because I feel like it's a big theme in my life right now, unfortunately, but that's okay. I think it's a big theme in everybody's life because it's like the last month of the semester here at WCU, and everybody's a little stressed. Everybody's a little burnt out, and so I thought, why not talk about stress and burnout? Those topics are very, very close to me because they happen to me too much. But I also think that's really normal just as a human being. So let's start with stress. Stress, I've had my many experiences with stress. Stress is like a annoying ant like a family member aunt. She just tells you what to do. She like forces you what to do. And I think that's okay. I think it can either be like a nice, no, it's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but just roll with it. I like a family member who like is really annoying but cares about you. It's either that or it's like a family member you hate. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it a little bit. I'll tell you why. Stress is like a defense mechanism, right? So we go through life, you know, having these important things, whether it's school, work, etc., etc. And you know, we get put in these situations where we have to present or we have to perform or we have to be, I guess we gotta be top dog. We gotta be important people. Oh my gosh. A lot of the times I'm like, I don't want to be an important person today. I don't want to be an important person ever. And that's fine. That's stress talking. So I mean, I kind of have come up with a little bit of a strategy, and I definitely make it like this funny thing, like, okay, stress is just pushing me along. Stress is just telling me, hey, this is really important. You need to do this. So it kind of puts me in gear and lets me do my thing, even if it is stressful, even if it's probably bad for my health. It definitely can be a good thing. I don't really know where I was going with that, but that's how I feel about that, I guess. And kind of along the lines of stress is burnout. So with burnout, man, burnout sucks, dude. Burnout is not fun. And I feel like we'll come back to these topics later because there's so much more to talk about with them. And this first episode, like, I should not be talking about subjects this big, but this is what I got, dude. So yeah, I guess burnout can be also kind of like a little bit of an alarm. Like, it's like, hey, you're tired, you can't go anymore, you did too much, you need to rest. That's kind of how I feel about those. It's like, as much as they suck and like they definitely come up at times where you don't want them to, which is like, yeah, anytime, they definitely are just telling you something. You know, they're letting you know, hey, you need to rest, you need to do these things, you need to whatever. It's definitely a good little, you know, it's a little communication in our brain or body or whatever, telling us that we need to chill. And I kind of like that. I think that's a great thing. I think it definitely makes me feel a lot better about those things, right? And that's what I'm trying to get at here, I guess. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for I just accidentally knocked the mic. Sorry, you can edit that out. Anyways, that's all I have for burnout and stress. Literally, I don't know why I thought that was a good thing to talk about. Anyways, we're just gonna ignore that. It's okay. I have more to talk about though. I was gonna kind of fold into the stress thing. My favorite ways to handle stress and burnout. Again, literally, I feel like I have to repeat this like 7 million times. Do not take what I say for like this, I don't know, this like professional, like she's experienced. No, she's not experienced. She's gone through a few. She's 22. She doesn't know anything. And that's okay. You can believe that because I'm telling you to believe that. But yeah, this is just how I deal with it. Yeah, so handling stress, handling burnout, handling stress, I feel like, okay, this is really bad. I take a nap. I just take a nap. And I'll be like literally doing homework. I'll be like 5 pages into my 8-page essay. It's due in 6 hours. I'm like, man, I hate this. I set my alarm for an hour and I take a nap. And you know what? I feel like it really helps though. And it does the job because you wake up after the hour, you're like either super tired or you're super awake. There's no in between. But either way, you got some sleep, you had a little rest, you had a little break. and then you just get right back to it, and then you finish that essay and you turn that in lickety split, you know? And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's great. I love naps. Naps are great. You know, I used to be a big hater on them. They take up so much time. Oh my gosh. Now I have to take a nap. Now I'm like, nap time? I'm so excited. Call me a 4-year-old because I'm excited for nap time. I literally had to pause because I was laughing so hard at my own joke. Welcome to my podcast. Anyways, so let's continue on. Burnout. So handling burnout. This one I feel like is just a lot tougher. For handling burnout for me, it's like I kind of have to like really take a step back. And this is not always possible. It's definitely not ideal. I guess sometimes I just shut off my work for like a couple of days. Hopefully it's on the weekend, you know, hopefully, yeah. Oh, I'll get burnout on vacation. Yeah, no, that's not possible. But I kind of try to like email or like adjust my social and commitment, situations to where I don't have to go to them. And that's not always possible. And I know that. And I know people are going to be like, what? Like I can't just say, sorry, grandma, I can't go to your funeral today. But, you know, sometimes, not funeral, but, you know, other commitments that you're like, okay, sorry guys, I can't go out to eat tonight because I just need to break. I just need to like watch Netflix in the dark in my room for 6 hours to get over this burnout. Maybe that's not the best coping mechanism, but it's worked for me at least. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I'm good with that. It's either that or like, yeah, I mean, I'll throw some meditation in there. Meditation is good. I learned meditation from like the internet. Like obviously there's like Instagram girls who are like, hey, do this meditation. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I like do it and I feel better. And it's great. I love those Instagram girlies for that. Those social media influencers, they will literally, they can convince you to do anything, honestly. And that's great. I also listen to some meditations on like some different podcasts. And also like, my mom was like, you should try meditating. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, look at you go. Yeah, so thanks, Mom, for that recommendation because it probably saved my life a little bit. Anyways, yeah, meditation, Netflix binge, those are all really good things for burnout, in my opinion. Maybe not. Going for a walk. Okay, something healthy. Yeah, going for a walk, going for a run, man, that can really change your mindset. And it can really get you motivated, I feel like. Putting on some freaking hard, can I say freaking? If I can't, please edit that out. I'm so sorry. Putting on some hardcore, not hardcore if you don't want to, putting on some nice music. I'm the worst example. I like will blast like just crazy loud horrible music and just go ham. And okay, I didn't like how it sounded. Okay, I keep getting this wrong. Please edit the rest out, the previous stuff. I'm so sorry. One of my favorite things to do to handle burnout is just putting on my headphones, going for a walk or a run, blasting some music that is coincides with my mood for that time or situation or day, whatever, and just going at it, just sweating, getting my endorphins going. I think that's the right term. And really just moving your body. It's a good thing. I love moving my body. It's great. It's healthy. I'm gonna stop talking about this now and move on. All right. kind of moving to towards the end a little bit, maybe not. I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite pieces of advice for this week. I think that would be kind of a fun thing. Like, oh, these are some nice things I heard from people or the internet or whatever that I really like that coincide with life and feeling better. And I don't know, I guess the subject of let's keep going instead of giving up, if you will. So, I think my mom said something a long time ago. I wrote it down in my notes app and I love it. This is like the third time I've mentioned my mom. That's so embarrassing. But she said, it will never be enough, so enjoy it now. And I really resonate with that because, I mean, honestly, yeah, like she speaks facts. It's never going to be enough, no matter what kind of job or how much money you have or whatever. Whatever materialistic things or even like, just all the things in your life that you want, all the things that you think will make you happy, that you're working so hard for. Once you get them, you're still going to want more. And I know a lot of people might not believe that, and I get that. But I just feel like from other people's experiences, people who have everything have told me, yeah, this isn't everything. It's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough for you, for anybody. So just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the struggle. I know that's a hard thing to do, and that's kind of a big ask. Like, enjoy the struggle. I don't want to enjoy it. I know it's unheard of. But I also think it's kind of fun. And I think, like, wow, what a big change from suffering. I don't know, I guess, like changing that whole narrative to enjoy the struggle, to enjoy the funny little moments. I hit a curb today with my car and I was so upset because I feel like that's like just so embarrassing. It was like in front of somebody. I was like, oh my gosh, I hit a curb. I'm literally an adult. Like I shouldn't be doing this, but I laughed. Instead I laughed and I thought it was funny. And it was funny. My car is fine. My tire is fine. I promise, Dad, my car is fine. But I made it into a positive. I don't know. That's like the dumbest example, but I'm not gonna downplay that because enjoying the struggle is so much more fun than not. And it's so good to just like laugh at your mistakes and laugh at your weaknesses because then you can move on quicker, I guess. And then you're like, whatever. And you don't overthink it as much. And I love that. I think that's great. And that's something that has helped me so much. Okay, I'm going to leave off with one last piece of advice because I feel like this is a good one. It's something that I really like. I've been saying it a lot recently, just in my head, just out loud, just with my friends. And I actually got this from one of my close friends. He's gonna freak out when he hears this. Anyways, so what he came up with, and when I was just having like a stressful time, I was telling him about it, and I was like, dude, like, I'm just freaking out over this. I don't even remember what it was, but it was just something. And he was like, dude, floating rock. And I was like, what? And it's like, big picture, big perspective. We literally are just people on a floating rock. And I was like, yeah, no, facts, dude, that's true. And at first I was like, okay, but that doesn't solve my issue. That doesn't give me an advice. That doesn't help me in any way. But after that, I was like, oh my gosh, wait. Like in the best way possible, nothing really matters. And I'm going to get so much flack for that, but it's true. Like nothing really matters at the end of the day, at the end of the year, you look back and you're like, oh, that happened, but it doesn't affect you as much as it did back then, So I feel like it kind of takes some guts, it takes a little bit of courage to feel like that nothing really matters in the best way possible, and that we literally are just people on a floating rock and we're just trying our best, we're just doing our best. But yeah, so floating rock, literally just floating rock. So every time I'm stressed or in a funk or just kind of like I don't know what to do, I don't know where the answer is, I don't know, I have to find a solution, I'm like floating rock, literally just floating rock. And I think that's great. And I will continue to use that probably till the end of time because it's really helped me. Sometimes you need that little reminder. We need that little push, you know? Yeah. So that's all I have for that. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for today. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, whoever's listening. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. So, my podcast airs Fridays, every single Friday, hopefully, every Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, yeah, tune in when you want. It's going to be on this website, KOUGradio.org. And yeah, thanks for listening in to the first episode of Talk Now, Cry Later. It's been really fun. And you can find me on my social media. My Instagram is Payton_Dobson. That's PAYTON_DOBSON. And I will be making an Instagram for this podcast soon. But for now, if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me or anything at all, just DM me. I'm totally open and available to talk. Yeah, so it was great being here. I will see you next week. Bye.